Thing about God, God gives us so much grace. You know what grace is? You know what grace is? Man, I was thinking about this the other day, y'all. Grace is when God gives us something that we don't deserve. That's grace. Grace is when God gives us something that we don't deserve. Grace. Some of y'all walking around with so much grace. I'm walking around with so much grace. So now in my life, I try to extend that grace to other people. Once I put it in that perspective, grace. I'm going to give you grace. I'm going to let you go. Even though you deserve. Watch this, y'all. I'm sitting in prison. Right? I'm about to go back to prison, fighting a charge for all these, for this guns, this drugs, this money. It's sitting on the courtroom table and you get found not guilty. That's grace. Look, somebody say, I made it to 40. Grace. If you know, I want you to do something for me right quick, y'all. This ain't one of them lives where I'm hooping and hollering and yada yada. Listen to it. If you know that you are only here by the grace of God, I just want you to put grace in the comments, man. That's going to let God know that you acknowledge it. Some of us ain't prayed this morning, and it's okay. I ain't tripping. Right? Some of us ain't prayed this morning. I ain't tripping. But I want you, when I say this and you know it's you, I want you to put grace in the chat. God gonna know that's your prayer for this morning. That's your talking to God this morning. You just putting grace in the chat. God, anybody God, listen, there's almost 190 people on this live and me. Here's what I'm gonna do this morning, God. Listen, some of them forgot to pray this morning. Some of them, and it wasn't on purpose, God. They was ripping and running. They slipped their mind. But God, that you are a graceful God. So listen, when they put grace in the chat this morning, God, I want you to take that as a prayer, because they're acknowledging that you are the reason why they are where they are today. So listen, God, I want you to see these people in this chat. I want to see these people in this chat, God. And listen, any abundant and overflow that I have, I don't mind extending it to them. That's my grace. Right? That's what I'm going to do. Any abundance and overflow that you got on me, I want you to give it to these people in this chat this morning. Right? So, but when they say grace, they acknowledging, God, that they're only here by your grace. So, right, I'm extending my abundance and overflow to anybody that's in this. So if you know today that you are here today on this live because of God's grace, I want you to put grace in the chat. Not because you worked hard, not because you sacrificed. We talking about the grace that God has extended on your life. We just want you to acknowledge it this moment. That grace, man. So I said that to say this. Now, not only do you know it's God's grace, I want you to do something today. I want everybody in here to do something today. I'm going to be real with you. I want you to make it I want you to go out your way to give somebody grace today. I want you to go out your way to give somebody some grace today. Uncle T, what's good? I want you to go out your way to extend grace on somebody today if you know for a fact that it's God's grace that got you here. Because one of the things that we don't do, y'all, we find it hard giving people grace. I want you to just give somebody some grace. Today, I want you to just give somebody that really got under your skin today. Somebody pissed you off yesterday. Somebody pissed you off last week. Somebody did something that just right. Today, I want you to say, today, I'm going to give them grace. Because God gave me grace. That's the thing. We always asking God for something, but we don't want to extend it. We're not willing to extend the same thing that we asking God for. We ask God to help me do this thing or help me accomplish this goal. And we know what God wants from us. We know it. So today, I want you to give somebody some grace. I challenge you to give somebody some grace today. Just give them some grace. So you know what? I'm good, man. I'm extending grace today. I'm all right. Gotta extend some grace. Because we holding on to that hurt, that pain, that, you know what I'm saying? right? We holding on to that hurt, that pain, that frustration, that, you know what I'm saying? We holding on to it, and it's hard for us to move around. And so today I want you to just give somebody some grace, because you asking God for grace. So I want you to give somebody some grace today. Ooh. When we feel offended. Because when we feel offended, we disregard everything. When we feel offended, we don't want to hear nothing. We like, bro, I don't even much care what you got to say. Right? It's the number one way. The door stuff. Offense is the thing the thing that the enemy uses to get back inside. It's the number one thing he used, offense. When you start saying stuff like, I feel, got you. Right? Especially for men, you know, I'm gonna say men like myself who come from situations where like violence and aggression is how you normally handle stuff. Grace. It's the number one thing, bro. It's the number one thing. Offense. Grace cancels out that offense. Grace, Rich was good. Grace cancels out that offense. So it's about to piss you off. You're like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna give you grace today, fam. I ain't even tripping. You got that. You know what I do, people, right now? In my post, when people do something crazy, I say, man, you know what? God bless you. You want it. You got it. I'll tell a man, I'll be like, you gotta kill her. When I see somebody flame, I'll be like, you gotta kill her. You got it, gangster. I don't want no smoke. You gotta realize, man, I know what I came from. I know what I survived. I don't want no smoke. This is grace. It ain't nowhere near where I wanted to be at. But this is grace. This is what grace look like. This is God giving me something that I don't deserve, but this is grace also aligning with assignment. It's going to be hard for you. I'm going to make it hard because I need you to lean on me more than you lean on yourself, because that's what you good for doing. Trap, you good at leaning on yourself. You good at trying to figure it out about yourself. So I'm going to make it hard for you. I'm going to put you in a position where you cannot depend on yourself, where you got to depend on me. The minute I made you. Before you even, I had plans for you, Leon Howard, before you even got here. I know how you make. I know the situations that experiences. And I know one of the things about you, Leon Howard, is you be trying to depend on yourself too much. So, but I'm going to give you grace because I got a mission for you. And because you do some things that I really like.